I did not mean to do this, but this is going to be a little sponsor plug right here. All right. This little this little slate call holder I've actually had for about 22 years. My buddy Kyle Hicks gave it to me when he used to work for Hunter Specialists. The slate call I'm running is a Southern Ag Credit slate call. Austin Bean dropped this off from me in the office. Sponsor plug. Well, thank you, Austin. And it's actually a T3 call, but I've got some American Strutter. I really like their stuff. I've used the Flexstone stuff plenty. I've got some American Strutter slates that I use also. But like I said, 99% of the time, you're going to see me with a mouth call 99% of the time. Now look, I wish I could run. I think I can run a tube call pretty good. I hadn't found one that I feel confident enough to bring in the woods and replace my mouth calls, but I like a tube call. You can gobble on it, you can yelp on it real sweet and soft and get out there loud too. I know Cuz Strickland uses those a lot. I've hunted with a lot of people that use them a lot, and I like a tube call. Something that I don't have in this vest, actually, because I left it by a tree somewhere, we have a lot of resident geese. I usually keep a goose call in my vest. So like if you're trying to locate a turkey in an area where you got resident Canadian geese, I mean, it's very, if you don't think you need to be hooting late morning and you just want something to see if you make gobble, I've had it work a lot. So just a kind of a different thing that I put in my vest. I usually keep a box call in trucks if we're stopping on buggy, if we're stopping on roads, I'm trying to reach out there and touch them. Actually, Lynch turkey calls started here in Liberty, Mississippi, and I had a 1965 Lynch that Uncle Rusty gave me that I always had in my vest, and I sat on it and broke the edge of it. I still got it, but kind of quit packing box calls after that. But of course, I love a box. And look, everybody's got things that they run, they like more, and to each their own. If they sound good and you can yelp a turkey up with it, so be it. But that's just some of the things I keep in my vest. So nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, the goose call would have been a little out of the ordinary, but probably a lot less than most people keep in their vest. Honestly, I could put a mouth call. If I'm going extremely mobile and I'm taking my vest off and doing like that, I'm putting a mouth call in my pocket and my gobble tube in my pocket and putting my face mask around my neck, and we're grabbing a shotgun and going hunting. We're typically, as far as decoys and things like that, usually we put out a single jake. Just packing around one decoy, and they just get that aggressive response when they see that jake. Now I'm going to put a big asterisk on that. When you've got as many jakes as we've got running around this season chasing longbeards, we're not putting out jakes. So something to think about if you're hunting around Southwest Mississippi, Louisiana, Feliciana is where we're hunting. We have a lot of jakes this year, so if you typically put out a jake, maybe want to test the water a little bit and just put out a hen, because I'm telling you, when a longbeard sees a jake right now, he goes to running, because there's usually a wad of the wolf pack of jakes running him off. So that we hadn't been using the strutters and the jake decoys as much, usually just a hen decoy, and they work real good. And I know some people listen to the podcast, you're a rookie using decoys. Look, to each their own. If you want to slip up on one and kill them, as long as you're doing it legal and ethical, let's all just stand together as hunters and say, okay, that's fine. If you're sitting over a corn pile hunting them, I don't agree with it, and it's not legal, so I can say, I just think I have way too much respect for a turkey to kill one sitting over some chops and things like that. If you want to feed on your place to keep turkeys there year round and stay 200 yards from it or whatever, hey, that's your own, and I know you got to do that in Louisiana. I think it's Mississippi, it's either 100 or 200 yards that you got to stay away from it. So everybody stay safe and stay legal out there. And hey, if you want to slip up on turkeys, honestly, if a turkey is out there and been gobbling on more and you've been trying to call him in, and then you got a Mohican sneaking on him, to me that takes more woodsmanship than yelping 3 times and one coming running down the ridge. Some of my best hunts ever is, me and any of my buddies, like me and Blake Duvall, we killed dozens of turkeys together. It's probably scary the number of turkeys we've killed together. And I've seen Blake crawl up on many of them. Look, I go turkey hunting not to impress anybody. I go turkey hunting to kill turkeys. I love turkey hunting. And if I've given him every opportunity to come in, I'm going to do what it takes to kill him. Now, I ain't going to do nothing illegal, and all that kind of thing, but I'm going to do it. So if it takes dropping down the ridge and slipping on and then getting right up there and yelping and making him come. I'm going to do what it takes to kill them. Now the camera saves a lot of their lives because we can't do a lot of that and get it on video, but sometimes they just have to die on video or not. Now thankfully this year we've gotten pretty much everything on camera, and hopefully we continue to do that. But it's been a blessed turkey season. We're going to kind of end the podcast now. I got to go to a showing in Natchez, a really nice place, woodwind, 70 acres, and a beautiful camp. Got turkeys on it. In fact, I may bring my turkey stuff. I guess I better ask the landowner so I'm legal. But we're going to go show that this afternoon. I don't need to ask myself the $100 million question because we've already done that on here. But thank y'all for listening, and thanks Southern Ag Credit for being a sponsor of this thing. I just wanted to give you an update of everything going on Hunting Landman podcast. We're going to be getting the guests back on. We're going to have Ryan Wascom on. Ryan is as good a turkey hunter as there is in the country. Extremely good turkey caller. He's already killed 2 turkeys. I'll let him tell those stories. Louisiana starts Friday. Not sure if we're doing only traveling. I think I'm doing mainly because we're so busy with real estate and we're working so hard for our clients, and got a baby gonna be here in 6 weeks. My little boy's gonna be here in 6 weeks, so we got to help mom as much as we can and get ready for that. Now I am gonna go to Missouri and Iowa the last week of April. Last week of April I got to go up there. We're selling our land. Ryan and I have in Missouri. Ryan and I are going to really dive into that when he comes on the podcast, and we're buying another tract, so that's going to be a whole story we're going to be bringing y'all, kind of give you the updates on that. We're getting more west of where we were in Sullivan County. We're getting over to Harris County, Missouri. Really cool piece of property, and man, we're going to bring you plenty of deer and turkey stories on that thing because it is a bad to the bone piece of property. We're going to be doing food plots and corn and getting that place in expert shape. I can't wait to tell y'all the stories of that, and Ryan and I are really going to dive into that that part of what's going on with us buying property up there when he's on the podcast. So y'all have a blessed day. We're going to ease on over here and go show some property. Hopefully sell some property, and y'all be safe out there, and good luck to everybody starting the Louisiana season this weekend.